Good morning, everyone. Back out here at Freshwater Lagoon. Hopefully it'll turn out to be a nicer day. The sun should come out a little bit later. It's probably about 55 right now. I think the high is supposed to be around 65. Got a little bit of wind on the water, you know, a little chop. You know, hopefully that'll stir things up, get them a little bit more active. We'll just pick up what we've been doing this whole time, you know, trying to get closer to those trees and that brush. You know, it's getting a little bit more difficult with all this vegetation growing up and, you know, the water, you know, lowering. So we'll just go around the bank, see what we can do, you know, hit that grass line. We'll head over to that spot we did last time towards the end of that day, you know, throwing that spinner bait. It's a little bit deeper right there. It's about 5-6 feet. And, you know, that's where we're able to, you know, catch a few towards the end of that day. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. You know, we'll try to throw multiple things, you know, try to see if we can get that topwater blow up on that frog again. But we're gonna fish today and tomorrow, so we got a 2-day event. Looks like we're gonna have the whole lake to ourselves. You know, there's a couple guys fishing off the bank, you know, towards the entrance. You know, I thought I'd see some kayaks or some other boats out here, but looks like we might have the whole lake to ourselves. But let's get at it. Right down the face of those reeds right there. See if we can get them to come out. There we go. Feels like a better one. There he is. Little guy. They're in there. Slow roll it right towards the face of those reeds. Something hit right at the boat. If you can, try to throw it kind of like in the channel of the reeds, like in between them, to where your spinnerbait will kind of like knock left and right on them, kind of give that other little commotion. Just slow roll it right up to them and just wait for it. There we go. a better one. Took a little while, but yeah, pound and a half. Nice. Going right along this shoreline. Only about 2.5 feet or so. Just slow rolling it right on top of that grass. There we go. Up in the reeds. Oh, there he is. He's coming out. Just a little guy. That's just throwing it just right out there in the open and just letting it come through all these reeds and everything. And you know, the bass are in there. If they want it, they're going to come out and chase it. That's what I was saying earlier. If you can kind of throw it kind of through them, or let that spinnerbait kind of knock back and forth on the reeds, make a little bit of commotion, they're going to come out and see what's going on in their territory. And if they're hungry, they'll grab it. Had something in my eye and I friggin' hesitated. Oh, something was grabbing a hold of it at that time. Like I said before, as soon as you feel that thump, set the hook. As soon as you hesitate, like I just did, you know, that could have been a little 1 pounder, or it could have been a 6 pounder. Even if you're not sure, set the hook. Another little guy. Alright, you guys need to start growing up. You're fun and all. I'll catch you guys all day. But I'm trying to track down your mom. There we go. Okay. Frogfish. Nice. About 1.5 pounds, almost 2 pounds. Nice. Which I did notice something as soon as I threw this frog a couple times, when it would land on this muck. As soon as I was dragging it by, you'd see like a little weight come off of it, which tells me the bass are just holding just right up underneath all this muck here. We'll keep on throwing this. See if we can get another one. There's something underneath there chasing it. It's just kind of pushing up on that muck right behind it. Got it. There he is. Another frogfish. Yeah, he's pretty fat. I'd probably say about 2 pounds. There we go. Just a little guy. Man, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. Just a little guy. Little guy. Wow. Well, we didn't get any smaller than that. Little guy. Where's all your big cousins at?
Man, it's been a while. A little 1-pounder. There we go. Gotta get him out of the grass. That's a better one. About a 2, 2 1/4. Nice.
All right, everyone, this is day 2, Sunday. Yeah, yesterday was just a little slow. You know, it seemed like we were catching a bass maybe every hour or so. But, you know, that's summertime. You know, the dog days of summer. You know, still trying to track down some of those bigger ones. A lot of the ones we were catching were only about a pound, pound and a half. You know, towards the end of the day, we caught that 2 1/2, maybe 3-pounder, but I don't know, it's weird. It's like a lot of these bigger bass have just disappeared. But, you know, we'll keep on going. We'll start off right here where we launched, and, you know, towards the end of the day, you know, I did find a deeper channel right here at about 5-6 feet. You know, that's where we got that 2 1/2, 3-pounder at. So we'll start off here and go down the bank and go all the way around the lake and see if we can catch a few today. So let's get at it.
A little tackle tip, guys. Always double check your rigging. Like I can see on this line right here, it looks like it's a little frayed for the first 8 or 10 inches. So, you know, if you keep on throwing it that way and, you know, you hook into a big one, you know, you got half the chance to be able to land it. So, doesn't hurt to retie, it only takes about a minute. What's nice about a spinnerbait is you can throw it like within all these reeds and not worry about getting hung up. It's like I said before, you know, the bass, they live in structure. You know, they live under the pads, under the grass. You know, they're in here within these reeds. Just throw it out in the middle of them and just slowly retrieve it back. And what's kind of cool about this right now is, you know, the wind's a lot lower than it was yesterday, so it's nice and calm. So when you're rolling this back, you can see the shimmer of those leaves that are flapping in the water. And if a bass comes out and grabs it, you know, you'll be able to see it. And the grass line is just right on the other side here. It's about, I don't know, 15-20 feet wide. It gets a little bit wider down towards the end down there. Just go right down this channel right here. You know, right here it's like 4.5 feet. You know, just slow your retrieve a little bit to get down a little bit lower right on the side of that grass line. Throw it down the grass line a few times. And go back over and throw along the line of those reeds and also into those reeds. There we go. Feels like a decent one. Nice. Nice. Probably 3 pounds. Let's weigh him. $3.15. Nice. Like a little guy. Yeah, decent one. About a pound and a half. Nice. Got him right there in the reeds. There we go. Right in those reeds right there. He's kind of wrapped up, but still feel him. Decent one. A pound and a quarter. Typically what I usually do is after I catch every bass, you know, I check my line. I feel if it's frayed or anything, because there is sticks down below within the reeds. You just feel if it's frayed at all. If it is, just retie. It's only going to take you about a minute. Anytime you see these birds, these white birds or any kind of stork kind of bird or anything hanging on the shoreline, yeah, they're where all the bait is. It's really good to get around where they're at. And of course, where the bait is where the basses are going to be. So anytime you see birds on the shore or on the rocks, you know, down by the water. Kind of get over by those guys, because like I said, they're chasing the bait. There we go. Just throwing it out there in the open on that grass line. Another little pound and a half. There we go. Feels like a decent one. That is. Weigh this guy, probably another 3-pounder. Yeah, 3 pound, 293. Nice. At least we're finding some decent ones today. We'll keep on going. Big ones are still around. Little guy came right out of the reeds, right at the end. Little. Little guy right going through the reeds. Little guy. Looks like a better one. I just gotta get him out. There he is. Yeah, decent one. About 1.5 pounds. Nice. Had a 2.5. Nice. Just punched it in right next to that those pads right there. About a 1.25. There we go. It's been a little while. Gotta get out of the grass. Come on, get out of the grass. Little 1-pounder. Take it. There we go. Get him out of the grass. That's a decent one. There we go. Probably 3.5. Let's weigh this guy. No. 3 pound, 284. Nice, fat, and healthy. There we go. Decent one, pound and a half. There we go. Never mind. This little guy. Take him. Oh yeah. Little guy. That feels like a decent one. Come on, get out of the grass. There we go. Weigh this guy. Three and a quarter. Decent. Nice. Another one. Feels like another decent one. Oh man. Wow. All right, let's weigh this guy. Another 3-pounder. Okay. Nice fat. There we go. Another decent one. Actually, it's a pretty good one. Wow. A 3-pounder, 3.5. $3.20. Yeah, it's 3 3-pounders in a row. Nice. Nice, fat, and healthy. There we go. There's another one. Feels decent. Man. Not as big as the other ones, but still decent size. I think I'm figuring something out here. Alright everyone, that's it for this weekend. We're all packed up, loaded up, and heading on back, and got to do another week worth of work. But yeah, Saturday was slow. You know, it was your typical summer day. You know, the bass just weren't having it. You know, I think we caught about 7, 8, you know, on Saturday. You know, nothing really into any size, you know, about a pound, pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds. But yeah, it's like all these big bass just disappeared. But then today we launched the boat and we went down that west side of the bank there, just following that grass line and those reeds, and just throwing that spinnerbait. You know, that's where we're getting a bunch of them out. And we went all the way towards the back, got a few more. Kind of went to the east side of the bank, nothing really over there. Headed more towards the front end of the lake where we launched, played in there for a little bit, nothing else, and then decided to kind of go down that west bank again a little bit before we pack up, and found one spot that yeah, we yanked those 2 3-pounders out. You know, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it was nice to be able to get those last 3 at the end of the day right in that one spot. But I think I'm kind of figuring something out. You know, I think these bigger bass did move off to the bank more towards deeper water. You know, we were about 50, 100 yards off those reeds, and yeah, that's where we're getting those at. And found a nice pocket right there, and just kept on throwing right over the top of it, and that's where we yanked those 3-pounders out of. But other than that, it was a fun weekend. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe, and we'll get more videos out. And until next time, thank you.